Hello, everyone. It's Tanisha Sellers. I'm here with the second part of me and Catherine's presentation. And our presentation was on Snead versus the Board of Professional Responsibility. I'm going to be telling you guys about how Mr. Snead should have handled everything with his case. Okay, so firstly, the first bullet that I have, Snead should have kept his client informed about her case in a reasonable manner. This is in regards to Vicky Berry's case. He left Vicky in the dark about her case for about 4 years. He failed to respond to her phone calls and requests for information, which was unethical. And so he did not keep the client reasonably informed about the status of her case, and that's what he did wrong. He should have kept her informed about her case in a reasonable manner. The second point I made, he should never represent clients where there is a conflict of interest. And this is dealing with the case with Enrique's case, along with two others' case, which caused a conflict of interest. And that was unethical of him to do because he's never to take cases where there is a conflict of interest without explaining to the clients that there is a conflict of interest and why he cannot take the case. The third point is he should have notified the physician and kept his funds for the physician who treated his clients in a separate account. And this just goes back to a case where Mr. Snead took the case. He represented two clients, Jose and Jesus, in a personal injury case. And he received the funds for the case, but he did not disperse the money to the physician who treated them in their injury case. So it was unethical of him to not disperse the money. When he got the money, he was to notify the physician and keep it into a separate bank account, but he didn't do that. He dispersed the funds without paying the physician his money. Okay, the last point I have is he should have never aided a non-lawyer to practice law. He should have gave indication that his practice and the business was separate. And this is just referring back to Mrs. Carmen Seja. She's a non-lawyer, and he aided her in her business, Seja Enterprises. Snead aided her in her business of unauthorized parts of law. He practiced law on her business premises. He appeared in advertisements for the businesses, and he paid the non-lawyer money. He never gave indication that his practice of law was distinct from her business. And she wasn't a lawyer, so that was unethical. He broke a rule there because you're never to aid a non-lawyer to practice law. Okay, Mrs. Seja, she even gave advice to a customer about an immigration case, which is and Mr. Snead, basically, he helped her with that. He aided her along with that. Okay, so his punishments, he was seizured. He was placed on suspension. He got the criminal contempt charge for aiding Mrs. Seja in her practice because she was a non-lawyer. That is a criminal charge. And he was disbarred. And here's my sources that we use for it. And that sums up our presentation.